Well, it's the next day, and I have to make the lid. Now the lid, it doesn't have to be this thick. I just wanted to just sort of cover this. So I'm imagining here the whole thing maybe is only going to be about, well, 3/8 of an inch thick altogether, including the tenon. And when I do the tenon, I'm not going to make it quite as long. Yet on the other hand, I have to be able to have a grab on the chuck, so I don't know, maybe I will do it as long. Yeah, anyway, that's next. Make the lid. And I'll be using this piece. And I'm going to be using this end of this piece. Now once again, I can get dangerously close to where the chisel can get caught by the jaw of the chuck. In other words, like this, if I was to stick it into the jaw quickly as it was spinning. But I'm thinking, what if I was to take each one of these jaws and just sort of grind the corner rounded, so that should a person, move your chisel into the spinning jaws, it would catch and sort of deflect it out like this. And I don't think it would affect the efficiency of the jaw grabbing the wood. I actually think that's a good idea. I'm just going to take it apart here and just have a little look. If I did each one equally, it's going to stay balanced. Mind you, on something this massive, it's not going to make a whole lot of difference anyway. But still, I think it'd be a good idea. And that way, if I did start moving it in, it would sort of catch on it and deflect it away, if you know what I mean. Give it a try. So, okay, if the chuck is turning this way, this is the corner that I want to round over. Like so. Okay, we're back to where we were. Now I'm not going to use my good chisel to test this on, but let's see what would happen now. The idea is it would catch and push it away. If I pushed it in real fast, it would still catch. The idea is I wouldn't be pushing it in real fast unless I was to sneeze or something. So let's just sort of try this. I'll run it real slow here. Okay, that's about 280 RPM. Now let's just go in very slowly here, see what would happen. I think it's going to work. And so it went. The idea was that I had wanted to be a little bit more careful this time and maybe end up with a tighter fit for that ring. Now I started to part this off, and then I suddenly remembered I haven't concaved the inside of the lid yet. Well, I can sort of see this happening. Once again, not too tight, just tight enough. Now, as you can see here, I've got this backed out just a little bit on the chuck, and it's gives me about a 1/16 of an inch or less there. I'm going to try and get some wax around the edges there. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Okay, now we'll get the excess off. And we'll speed it up and see if we can buff it a little bit here. You know what? Maybe I better just check and make sure that this is not coming loose. The glue is not going to want to stick where the wax is, so I might have to do a little bit of sanding after. I think that's going to look okay though. Okay, I'll run it a little faster and try and buff it. Oh yeah, that'll be alright. See if I can get some more wax in there, where those, where the end grain is. You know what? I think this is mahogany. Look at the way the light is reflecting off of that. I think it'll be okay. Now I have here a piece of a small inner tube that I cut. Unfortunately it's too big, but I think if I cut it down, I might be able to get it inside there, so that when I put the pieces in this way, these ridges that you see here are not going to dig into the area that you're going to be seeing. Then I'll be able to put some wax on the inside. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. There's no metal touching the wood there. There's rubber in between. It's not going to fall out. Well, clearly I got over exuberant here with the wax and I got too much on the paper towel. But I guess better too much than too little. So what do you think? Mahogany or redwood? Or maybe neither one?